and trying this game that is full of lore, is full of storytelling, but it's turning anybody anywhere in the world into a hero that, regardless of where they are coming from or the financial background, they can grind, and from what they grind, they're also helping. So it's like we're unlocking a revenue stream through the game that's gonna go and support the NGO and plenty more
Mhm.
activities that are coming in the future. So for now, we have what we call a mix of a tower defense with a first-person shooter survival, where you got waves of enemies coming at you. You gotta set up your towers. The graphics of the game are mind blowing. The cinematics, it's like if you were watching a movie. And for sure, we're gonna have some spots for the arcaders to come and join the game. Those who have a computer and want to test it and want experience what we're building. We got the dev team working 24/7 on the Citadel, even more than that. Like these guys don't sleep at all, but they're always working on polishing things and making the game even better. The community feedback is super important and relevant for us. We're fighting those small little things, but the concept and the game is looking so good. You guys gotta give it a check. That's gonna be happening next week, so I'm excited for that. But it's indeed just arcaders. When you're joining the Citadel and when you're supporting the Operation Safe Place cause, you're joining something that's bigger than us, that's bigger than us. It's joining something that has real life impact, where initially it's benefiting the NGO and it's bringing food and education and opportunities and big support to all of these um, families and little kids that are going through difficult situations, because you guys
You
know
hearing
how
the audio,
difficult it
Rob?
is. So, for example, for a single
Yep.
mother who has to go to work,
Great.
the kid is on vacations and she doesn't have options on, who's gonna look after my
Do you want me
little
to
one.
try stream
And
something, or you got it?
often they have to make the hard choice, like,
That's
do I
fine. If you
go
hear the audio, it's
work and
great. We got it.
grind to
Yep.
bring, you know, food to the table, or do I stay home and watch over my kids? So the NGO is bringing that new opportunity, that new alternative where they can keep their kids safe while they go to work. So these camps that run during the summer vacations are very impactful and meaningful. And we just don't want to continue begging no more. We're building things that are going to bring the revenue streams to make the NGO thrive, and then not just stay on the South African level, but go worldwide, and not just impact the people through the NGO, but impact all of the gaming community. Because most of the members that have joined from the Web3 side of the world and from the arena and from X has come to realize that
It's a Rob.
being part of this community helps you grow and evolve with something bigger. We got the right reasons. We got uh, the minds. We got the manpower to make this a reality and to
Gotta say
execute.
it with the
So
accent
we're
in.
working
It's a
day in, day
robe.
out on growing this beautiful community, on introducing people to what the funkies are and what they're about, into what the funk token is and what it is about, into what Operation Safe Place is and what it is about. So we're just excited to have these cross pollination community game night events that I probably gonna be the first of many more to come. But yes, we come show the love, and we just want to receive the same in return. I've been in the big arcade for long. I've been joining them spaces, and I see that this community is full of amazing people with a beautiful heart, and that's what we need. We need to keep gathering these beautiful hearts and getting them together. And I think that we all can unite for the bigger reasons, for the right causes. So that's what we're doing. And I'm short of words to explain this. I think that Kat did it on a wonderful way yesterday when she was explaining what the NGO and what the Operation Safe Place overall project is. But yes, we do have more people here, so I'm gonna pick on them too. I would like to test the mic on Blush. He's got a very deep, sexy voice. Blush, you're already verified here. I'm passing you the mic.
Blush
Hello.
has me blushing.
How goes things?
Hello, Blush.
Yeah, no, we're just happy to
Oh,
be here. Happy to support many different communities. And yeah, looking forward to this games now.
yeah, boy.
Jason,
Appreciate.
you wanna dive us deeper too? Maybe hint us and hint that caters into what the Citadel is about too, because we're not just OSP, we're a merger. So maybe there's much that they need to understand.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I actually met Mr. Console on Spaces. I mean, Mr. Console's always around on Spaces. Like, if you ever can't find Mr. Console it's because your Twitter is well, you're not on Twitter. Um, so a lot of what we're doing now is the culmination and end result of a merger of my previous company, which was Myth. Um, that was started 3 years ago, building games, as a game studio, building a platform to host games, to host communities, to build a, an amazing place for fans of anything to do with entertainment and gaming. And we went through extreme difficulties, bear markets, bull markets, you name it. It's always difficult to build anything in any market. And we never wanted to give up. And we came across the amazing team that is Operation Safe Place. And our visions were aligned, and it was just a no-brainer to merge the companies, bring the two communities together, and build something bigger and more beautiful than we could have achieved alone. And yeah, it's just been an incredible journey, working alongside Blush, Rob, Uncle Funk, and Senior Choice, everyone that is involved with these projects. And our goal is to bring communities into what we're doing, bring our communities into what everyone else is building. We love what Big Arcade. I love what the founder stands for. One of the smartest guys to talk to on any spaces. It's always an absolute pleasure to interact with him. And obviously, Mr. Console, you bring an energy that like few others in this space. And yeah, we're just excited to actually begin rolling out our products. We want to introduce our community to other products as well, to other projects, to other games, to other communities, and start building something even bigger and even more beautiful.
My heart is so warm. I don't know if it's because of how you guys speak or the mission you guys represent, but this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Arcadas, just to summarize the introduction of Operation Safe Place, these guys are using gaming to save lives in South Africa. That's just a summary, right? And that's just the power of gaming, the power of Web3 being utilized correctly. Appreciate you guys introducing us to what you guys do. Thank you for the kind words. I am smiling from one ear to the other. I think it's also safe that we introduce you guys to what we do. I will pick on Jase Keo. Commander, how you doing, Jase Keo? Briefly, just let the family know what the arcade is, what bigger is, so that we can exchange ideas, because that's the purpose as to why we've hosted this event. Next week, we'll be in their server, diving deeper into their mission and also introducing them to what we do. Jasikeo, are you there?
You pick on a Chai one.
Nah, you can't let me down, Jasikeo. Roger up. Mic check, Roger. I know the shy ones. If I call Huak, he'll absolutely ignore me. If I call Bew will not even act like she knows me. But Jasikeo as well as Roger can't let me down.
Yeah, Roger is everywhere. I've seen him around too.
Oh, Bew is typing. Let me hear what Bew's response is. But essentially, guys, we're also in the arcade. We're playing the watermelon game. Ensure that you drop your screenshots in here so that we can, at the end of this, arrange the screenshots and reward accordingly from top to bottom. We'll be giving bigger credits, which are our in-app currency. But I want an introduction to what we do here to be done. Jamil, are you gonna be the one to save me? Just Akira and Roger embarrassing me publicly. This is being streamed everywhere. Oh God, save me.
Everyone's gone shy.
I wonder why no one can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, Big
Good
Good,
evening,
good
Mike.
good
evening.
evening. Good evening, good evening.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing
Everything's
well. What
good.
about you,
Yes.
sir?
Yeah, I'm doing great. So what we do here is we play games, and our style is actually integrating the arcade system everyone knows about into web gaming, which is you playing to earn without having to buy NFTs and any other thing. Your skill is what determines what you get. The better you are, the more you earn according to your skills. So that's basically what we do in layman's terms.
I like that. I like that. And thank you for saving me, Oga. Let me maybe in a more comprehensive way talk about bigger. Firstly, and this is the only thing I want you guys to grasp, if you grasp anything at all, we are a digital arcade, the world first arcade that has made games tangible assets that you can own. I know we have a little bit of a old crowd, not calling you guys old or anything, but I'm sure you guys can reminisce to when you played in physical arcades with the actual machine, right? I want you guys to imagine that. Maybe it's your childhood, maybe it's your teenage years. Imagine walking into an arcade, you see this big screen, and you have to insert a coin into the big screen, right? That coin is our bigger credits. Now, with the traditional arcade, you insert your coin and that's that, right? Maybe the operations team of the arcade will, at the end of the day, unlock that vault, pour out all the coins into some wallet, tally it up, and call it a day. For us, we've made it our mission to make the game's assets that you guys can own. What I mean by this is what Jamu was talking about. You pay to play, that contributes to the liquidity pool, and that then we compete over its ownership through high scores. The higher your score, the more ownership you have over the liquidity pool. Anybody who comes after you that pays to play and is unable to beat your score pays you out. Jasekeo, you're back. Mic check, mic check.
Mic check. Yo, what's up?
Captain, I was calling out for you to introduce and welcome our guest, especially because
Oh,
I'm using your referral link and there was no response, man. I was sweating.
oh shit, man. My bad, my bad. I was AFK at the moment at that time. But I'm back now. So what's going on? What I miss? I think
Have you
you
heard
basically
what?
covered.
Well,
Yeah,
have you heard
you
what
covered
the
most of
Citadel is?
it. What? The Citadel.
Yeah, have you understood what Operation Safe Place is?
Yeah, before I had to go, I heard some things about like, using gaming to save like South Africa and many things. But I didn't complete it, but I think I get the idea. It's pretty cool what they're doing.
It's pretty cool what they're doing. I like that.
Yeah.
Did you ever
Yeah.
think you'd come to a point in time where gaming is changing lives as our friends over at Operation Safe Place are utilizing this technology?
Damn. Nah, to be honest, no. Web3 is just built different, and that's the fact. Web3 is really built different. Yeah, it's the future.
I
Because we
love
don't
that.
we don't hear we don't hear Web2 games changing lives or anything. Or
Yeah,
helping lives.
Actually, that's actually pretty honest. I don't think I've heard of any Web 2 project that is, you know, using the game to generate revenue to support a charity. I don't think I've heard of that idea before. It's a choice. I
no.
don't want to hog the mic. I have a tendency to do so whenever I'm with the arcaders. So let me just throw it back at you. What was the source of origin for this idea? Because it's pretty unique. Jessica and I just had an exchange that highlighted this. Where did the vision come from? I know you spoke about Uncle Funk briefly, but tell us a little bit more, Sir Choice, if you're here. Did he drop?
I think he's here. He says he hears it all. I hear it all.
Oh,
Should
he
be
said,
here.
I can't hear anything at the moment. Oh my goodness. I hope I've not been talking to myself.
No,
I think he's
we
back.
can hear. We can hear you. I think Senior Choice is. I don't
All
know. I
right.
think he may have had an issue. He's just reconnected now. But then again, we do have the uncle of the Funk. So Funk, I don't know if you're able to speak up at the moment.
The big boss is in in our presence. I bow down, Chief. How are you? Welcome on stage. Tell us how this all somewhat started, because we are getting to know each other here.
I think he's
Yeah,
speaking
let's
to
hear
you,
it.
Rob.
Yeah.
Hey, can you guys hear me now?
There we go.
We
I think
can.
he's calling the Uncle Funk, man.
Are you able to talk yourself, Funk? I don't know if you're
I was finally able to, Discord is playing things on us. Like I could see voice connected, voice is connected. It's like I don't know if because we have many people in the room, but I don't think we're that much. But
I'm confused, Funk. I don't even have
connecting me and
Discord
disconnecting me.
open.
So I had to go pick on what Mr. Consul was saying through the arena stream. So glad that we're streaming it everywhere. But yes, and I think that you got my back, Jason. Go for it. Keep answering the question from Mr. Consul while this connection stabilizes from my end.
Oh wait. We I've had there's a comment here that is picking on Rob. Is Rob in the room with us?
Rob.
What's Rob?
Who is Rob? That's a good question.
Look,
Who is
Rob.
Rob?
Who's Rob?
Jay, would love to get to know them a little bit better.
One moment. Where is Rob? I can
And
see Rob before.
Yeah, as we look for Rob, I also just wanna recognize my peers and seniors in the space. We have Taris in the house, Creon. Maybe you guys can also break silence as we try figure out where Rob is. Super, super blessed and graced by your presence, guys. Taris,
What's going on, console?
mic check. What up,
Mr. Joy, how's it going today, guys? I see Funk's here too, but he's too busy to grace us with his voice.
Oh, he's struggling because he's streaming everywhere. And if he comes and speaks here, I think that people will not be able to hear him everywhere else. That's why he's sending us all. But he's in the chat.
That's great, bro.
Yeah, I think we're currently streaming on, what is it, like 7 different platforms at the same time.
Oh,
So like, I'm just curious because I've seen Rob in here before. Where is Rob? Rob is Blush. Go hunt for Rob.
he's probably in one of those 7 different platforms. We just have to figure out which platform does Rob prefer. I think
I'm gonna put Rob on the spotlight.
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely not here though.
Our game night
Definitely
is
not here.
a Find Rob night. The first one to do so, 25 bigger credits.
Find
know we
Rob,
did
guys.
say-
Find Rob.
Yeah, I know we did say we have some giveaways. Can we maybe elaborate on that a little bit more, Senior Choice, and maybe give a giveaway to whoever finds Rob?
Okay, yes, we do have some.
Oh,
Hey.
Oh, wait. Mr. Console, I guess you win because you mentioned Rob's name and he just logged in. So you found him. You summoned him.
Rob, welcome, buddy.
Thank you. Good to be here, man. Yeah, sorry, I was on the StreamYards trying to watching the stream through the stream from the stream yards.
As you do. We don't do anything. We don't do anything simple. Now, Ran, like it's like the world's getting tired of hearing myself and Funk preach about Citadel and OSP, and now we got Senior Choice picking up the slack, and it's about time we heard from the CE Bro Supreme.
I mean, I've only got one thing to say, which I am sure this community is doing the same thing. Hopefully, bigger, Mr. Console. We, Operation Safe Place, Citadel, everything we're busy with. We are not building a multi-million-dollar company, so we are building a multi-million-dollar community. Yeah, that's what we do.
Oh man. Oh, that sent chills down my spine. That was too good. That was too good. Okay, okay. I want you to elaborate on that. I think our community has their interest peaked. What does that mean? And how can we get involved? Does it mean $1 million for us all? I'm very curious after that really sweet and concise introduction.
Yeah, man. So the whole principle that Operation Safe Place is started off is obviously, as mentioned earlier, is the NGO looking after, keeping all the girls safe. But our principle for getting into the gaming space and Web3 is basically putting infrastructure in where people can actually get real value out of the time they put into our ecosystem. So all our mechanics and how revenue is going to be distributed is all focused on first the community. So it's not a case of a quote unquote traditional game where they're there to sell lots of units, sell lots of skins, make lots of money for themselves or the company. Is we want all of that to flow back into the community through the assets, through the NFTs, through the currencies that they can earn in the game. So the whole principle is, some kid in a low income area can get into the ecosystem and then actually get some value out of it through the assets they can sell or trade to other players. And that's the principle, man.
That's very beautiful. And before you joined us, maybe you heard this in the StreamYard. We were actually commending the fact that this idea is A, unique, and B, very, very novel. If there's one thing I'm catching that we have in common as the Citadel as well as bigger is just being wild fast. At least to my ears, what you guys are doing is a wild fast. And so we wanted to know the origin of the story, the origin of the mission. What really made you guys want to attack the space and use gaming to make the dream come true for keeping the girls safe?
Yeah, is Uncle Funk with us? Is he able to communicate?
He actually threw the microphone to you.
No,
Yep,
I'm
the
throwing
mic
it
is
back
all,
to him.
No. The mic is in your court right now, buddy.
So Uncle Funk has been like a true heart philanthropist for pretty much all of his life. So everything he has done has been in the name of NGOs and in the name of helping people, especially helping people get out of poverty. My side, I am more of a corporate philanthropist where I look at assisting people with skills and training. And myself and Unk met about it's over 9 years ago. We were playing Destiny 2. And he had a gaming guild that I came into, and then we just hit it off. And since then, we've been working together. And then at some point, we were sitting there. Well, there's two things. The first thing was like, we jump from game to game, and we're like, let's build a game that we want to play. And then that bore Operation Safe Place, the game. And then behind that, based on we are both very philanthropic, was how do we use the model of a game to earn revenue to then fund what we want to do in the NGO space, if that makes sense.
Wow.
And obviously, like, personally, I mean, you guys know Africa is horrible in terms of getting somewhere specifically, financially and otherwise. And we just want a basis that people can come into the ecosystem and, get value, man, like get actual value out of it.
Yeah. I'm an African myself, Kenyan to be specific, and I'm not sure if that's why the mission you guys have going on really touches my heart, but I can somewhat understand it in a very deep manner. Thank you for letting us know that gaming has the power of connecting us.
Exactly.
So, yeah, Arcades, the connections we make here, please, let's utilize, let's grow, and let's use this technology, most importantly, to just impact society positively, right?
Yeah, because with gaming, like gaming and entertainment are like the largest industries. Well, they make up a lot, right? Like the financial power behind gaming and entertainment in general is huge. And when you pair that with Web3, and you can see how Web3 can impact impoverished areas where it levels the playing field. People have access to, financial instruments through Web3. Like they don't have to be dealing with, oftentimes banks. People can interact with one another. They can do peer to peer. They're able to. We've seen entire areas change due to Web3. So when you pair it all together and you build in the right manner, and I mean, obviously in our case, there's a big pipeline of what we're doing. The goals are big, the dreams are big, and we're starting off with the bite sizes. And like our first major, bite of this is Operation Safe Place the game. That's followed by the hyper casual titles, the casual gaming, and the rest of our main titles as well. Like we're not a one product ecosystem. And the platform itself is designed for people to be able to earn from their attention and their time. So by being a part of growing something, they're able to purchase with what they earn, they're able to purchase assets, they're able to get a foot in the game by being a part of actual genuine growth. So it's all round beneficial. We grow, they get skin in the game. And then there's deeper layers to what we're doing with data staking. So people, again, their time and their attention on the platform, they can earn from that as well. So where most platforms, if you spend time on different platforms, large scale, high volume, high traffic platforms make a lot of money from the passive aspects, from adverts, from, all of that. That generates income from the platform. With our system, with the data staking, users that opt in, they can earn from their data. So their time, and time is valuable, goes back to them. So it's all round holistic. We aim to support multiple titles. The whole point of the platform is discovery. It's a hub. It's for building communities, everything wrapped in one. And then, we've got our game. So it's like everything is connected. And we're loving the reception so far that everything that we're doing is having in all the different communities that we're, entering now.
You know what, Taris, I want to give you a moment to jump in here. You've joined us. You're a real big fish in the space. What are your thoughts on what's being shared here? Because I'm very inspired. I also want you to share your sentiment on what you're hearing, Taris.
Put me on the spot, why don't you, Mr. K? Jeez. Honestly, I think that it's a cool idea. I think that realistically, when you create a business, You're creating something for something that you want. Like ultimately your goal is whatever your goal is, and theirs happen to be philanthropy and building something around helping others rather than just purely doing it for profit. And it's a novel idea. It's a nice idea. It reminds me a lot of like what nonprofits do typically, except they're not regulated as far as I know by like a board of controllers who decide what and where and how much to spend on who. They just do what they want with their own idea of helping the people they want to help. They see a problem, they're trying to solve it, and they're doing it in a way that provides fun and resources to other people to enjoy something within the space. So it's awesome. Um, not usually the typical way most people do it, so it's fun to see.
Yeah, I'm sorry for putting you on the spot. It's my tendency.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, it's cool, bro.
I'm actually not sorry. Yeah, you're right. I love that. And I love that perspective coming from you because I believe you're more of a gamer than I am, right? I somewhat don't even consider myself. Don't even. You see, I'm smiling too much. When I'm smiling too much, I'm not able to speak. That's why I had to throw it your way. But yeah, coming from a gamer that just validates what you guys are doing over at the Citadel, I really, really, really just feel heartwarmed with the fact that we have people not just pointing at the problem, but building and actively building solutions for a continent where I'm from. I think that really, really brings it home, and it makes me feel like I want to take part in whichever way, shape, or form that I can. All right. We are 50 minutes into this. We've been playing the watermelon all through as we're chatting. At least I'm hoping that's the case. I'm not sure if Roger Up is here. Is Roger up here? Mic check, Roger. Melondro. Oh, Roger is typing. Let's see what he's saying. King Roger. Ooh, he is here, but he can't speak at the moment. All right. Let me call on Melondro. Melondro, mic check, mic check. Melondro. Melondro is a vibe master, part of the community team. I don't run the show alone. I have Jamil and Melondro. He is based in Southeast Asia, so it could be really late for him. And maybe he just tossed his account and said, F this. I'm going back to sleep. They only need my account here. F this, guys. They don't respect my personal time. It's 4 a.m. here. What's Mr. Consul doing calling me?
No, but
Sometimes-
there's no excuse. You got Kriong here. He's in the Philippines. It's 2:50 a.m., almost 3 a.m., and he's here with us, man.
Yeah, but
There's no
Korean
big excuse.
operates at this time normally.
Let's throw it to Kriong. Kriong, my man, what are your takes? What do you think of what we're building here?
Yeah, Creon has been silent. I called on Creon. Creon, we want to hear the rooster. Even if you don't want to say anything, just unmute for us to hear that that we usually love to hear as a community around these hours.
Maybe he did actually fall asleep. He's been supporting through it all, but yeah, it's so late there, man. I don't know how he operates at these times, but you doze off sometimes. So I would understand if he's in and then he just got knocked off. Because he did mention earlier that his girlfriend was already sleeping and that he was trying not to make noise. So that could probably I know. I'm so excited for this type of events to happen. You see, we got people from both families getting together, and I think that that's what gaming is really about. It's about bringing people together. It's interacting on things that are fun and meeting cool people, people that resonates with you and that wants to do things with you because of the vibes that you bring. And the bigger community has never failed to bring the bigger vibes. And we were picking on them on the right time, on the wrong timing, but still, I love the support. I love the welcoming. So
Yeah.
yeah, the times might be a problem. I see Biga Vibe there telling us that we're 4 hours behind.
Who's that? Who's saying what? I want someone to somewhat welcome our new friends to the watermelon. I've seen some screenshots get dropped in the chat, which I highly appreciate. Shout out to everybody playing. Today we're playing Bigger Arcade Watermelon. Next week we'll be diving into the game that's supporting this mission. Jessica, I know I'm calling on you a lot, but what is the watermelon game and how can our friends improve their scores? Right? How does the game work? What should they be looking at? He's actually a level owner, meaning he has the highest score on the cherry pick mode. He's just minting money at this point. So Jessica, I actually think you're the right man to somewhat get us introduced to watermelon and a few tips and tricks here and there.
Probably. So like you said, once you're on the leaderboard, basically like you just start printing money basically. You just start printing money. Like watermelon is basically just a money printer. That's what it is. You have you have different modes you could play, and like each modes have different prices. And so how it goes is that you get a score, and for every single player that tries to beat or reach that score but fails, a portion of their token gets allocated to you. And like, sorry. So basically, every single person that tries to beat your score but fails is paying you, and that's just how it works. And like, it just keeps going over and over and recycling itself. So that's how it works. You have the cherry pick mode. You, of course, you have the free mode to just like test your hand, to like, get prepared for the real deal and stuff. Then you have the cherry pick mode, and you have the grape. Yeah, I don't remember the names, so I'm gonna have
Grape
to check that.
grapple, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, grape grapple, and I think you have the bigger melon. Who's gonna help me with the names?
There's
Let me
Berry
just check them
Fresh,
myself.
then it's
Yeah,
Classics, then it's
yeah,
Peer Play, then Grape Gamble,
yeah.
Balamelon, and a special Super Balamelon.
Yes. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And everything is all like, as it rises, it's all progresses monetarily. So I think the cheapest one is cherry pick with 10 cents, and then you have the peer play. No, yeah,
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 yeah.
cherry pick with ten
That's it.
cents. And you have the peer play with $1. You have the grape grapple with $10. You have the Bella Melon with $100, and you have the Super Bella Melon with $1,000. So pick your poison, guys. Um, basically, it's not really your poison. It's kind of like it's kind of like an investment, basically, because like you play one of those modes, you hit a score. It doesn't even have to be the best score, and for every single person that plays, you get paid. I've testified, I've made a shitload of money from it, and like it just keeps on going on and on and on. So that's just watermelon. We have a few, but like we're here to talk about watermelon, and that's it. Is there any other thing like you guys want to know about the game? So I'll just put you through.
Yeah, we do have a question there asking how do you see the top scores, and I do want to pick on you. I mean, you own a level, so every person that
Owns
comes
a
and
few
plays that
levels.
level, oh, a few levels. So
He's
you
annoying.
mentioned the words,
On this
money
one.
printing machine. I'm sure that
Yeah.
everybody, is very actively listening to that part and wondering how do you monetize it, and what's the potential revenue when you are a pro or when you become a pro or when you are getting to them watermelons.
Okay. The potential revenue is like infinite. Basically, it's infinite. It's like this, like mom investing in real estate. It just keeps on going on and on. It's infinite. Like you pick your mode, you play on it. Like right now, I'm level owner for or basically I'm at the top of the leaderboard for cherry pick. And so for every single one of you that plays the game and like, you don't beat my high score, which is kind of like close to impossible because it's pretty high. You're just gonna keep on paying me and paying me and stuff, and that's how it works. Then I think the first score is Wesley. First place for pair play is Wesley. His score is better than mine, but like, yeah, that's just how it goes. And like, as many people that keeps on coming and keeps on playing, like that's just how you earn. Even when it comes to the score, the level based games, that's the same thing. You get a level, and then anyone that tries to take that level from you but fails just pays you, and that's how it works. That's how you earn on the arcade, and it's really it just works, and it's easy, it's straightforward. Like there's no stress about it. You play, you get your score, and like just bigger actually awards like the skillful, because like I'm able to make as much money as I'm making because I got skills and stuff. So like I'm reaching the high score that I'm at right now has put me at a very advantageous point, that like from now till I don't know if or when anyone will be able to beat my score. I'm just going to keep on printing cash for as many people that comes. So basically that's just how it works. That's just how you print.
Yeah,
That's
let
crazy.
me. Yeah, allow me maybe to jump in and actually talk numbers as well as highlight in a different way what our friend is saying. Thus
Mhm.
far, we have 3 games. Only 3. We somewhat are still in soft launch mode. One of the games is Watermelon, which is actually a fan favorite. I can maybe talk the numbers real brief. The Watermelon game has, as a collective, just a moment, as a collective,
12,000.
yeah, it's been
Yeah,
played
three
by 154 unique players. Mind you,
is
every time they pay to play. And as our
yeah,
friend has highlighted, we have different leaderboards, which are essentially segmented by different price modes.
yeah.
1 cent, $1, $10, $100, $1,000, which in fact has some people on that leaderboard.
Mm-hmm.
Thus far, this game collectively has generated around 12,000 revenue. We are strictly revenue focused. That's point number one, to highlight what Jasekeo has said. Now, you asked, yeah, Sir Choice, you asked him how much he can potentially generate. Let me just go through the numbers here. And I'll go through the numbers of pair play, which is the $1 leaderboard. It's much easier to compute with $1 than 10 cents. In position number 1, we have Wesley, who maybe Jamu you can ping. I don't see him here. We have Wesley, who played 4 times. On the leaderboard, there is attempts. For anybody wondering how to access the leaderboard, there's a little trophy icon which you can click into, and you can click whichever game you want. The attempts show how many times he's played. The best score shows the score that you have to beat in order to somewhat be a level owner. That's not to mean that if you have a score that is close to or somewhat slightly below, you won't earn. It's just that he's the boss, he's earning the most. And out of his $4 spent on the pair play, he has generated $50 back. That means he's
Right.
up around $46 in profit. And that's because everybody who pays to play this pair play mode and is unable to beat the score of 500K, essentially, he gets a piece of that. 50% of what is pay to play goes directly to the leaderboards. 50% goes towards us, bigger, the company. That's
Right.
Wesley, and that's a really, really high stat. Of course, not everybody's in profit. I also want to highlight this just to keep things real and realistic. We have Huak, who has on the same leaderboard, played 21 times. This is the pair play mode, right? So he's paying $1 every time he plays. That means he spent $21. The revenue he's generated back is $32, right? If someone
Right.
can help me with the math there, because I'm sweating, 32 minus 21.
It's 11.
He's in profit. Let's
It's
just put
11.
it now.
He's in profit. $11 in profits.
He's $11 in profit. That's Huac,
Yeah.
who's in position number 2 on the pair play mode. We have Marlo, who's in position number 3, who has 92 attempts, aka he spent $92 and generated only $19 back for now. He's in third spot. That means for anybody who falls below position number 3, they've been unable to beat his score, they've been unable to beat Huak's score, and been unable to beat the score of Wesley. Therefore, he will get a little piece of that pie and hopefully break
Right.
even. That's just to
Right.
briefly highlight how our level-based games, our high score-based games work. We have one game, very notorious, very difficult. At least that's how I find it. It's called Stoshibon. That's a level-based game. It introduces our level-based mechanics, where essentially the game has level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Each level you're paying to play. If you're unable to somewhat have the best score, whatever metric is required for that particular game, you essentially just pay out one owner, and that's the level owner. I hope I've briefly just gone more in depth over what our good friend shared here. It's our choice.
That was extremely clear and beautiful, man. It's creating lots of opportunity, especially like he was saying, for people that got the skills. This is good. Like, and how do you tackle down those with some special developer skills or hackery thingies? Because I do see some members pulling out some crazy scores, and I'm like, how are they doing that?
The funny thing is, and at least this is what I've come to learn, and I also believe this is a really, really huge advantage of what we're doing over at crypto. But when there's money on the line, everybody's skilled all of a sudden. The scores that are being put up in our live mode were not the same scores that were being put up in our public alpha mode, because everybody
Yeah.
is now conscious over the fact that they've spent $1, $10. We have the $100 leaderboard. You play that leaderboard sweating. You know what I mean? You play that leaderboard somewhat super conscious of every single move you make. And that helps, in my opinion, with retention. Because if the guys are making revenue, they're going to keep coming back. That's for sure. As well as just making people get super, super good. I think esports has also done that, buddy. Esports has also just made people crack up the heat because there's a prize pool to win,
1000%, my man. I've been hearing a lot of male voices on the space, and we gotta be here. So I'm gonna pick on her. Unks gave instructions, but yes, B. I
Let's
wanna pick on you
go.
so we can bring your warmth. She's one of our most active community members. She rocks everywhere she goes. B, what do you think of what we're doing? Cross pollination for a B. That's something that is very familiar. So bring your voice. Oh, she's doing it. B, let me boost around to bring her and summon her, because people is hanging us today. They're keeping us, putting us in the spot.
What she
Actually,
say?
Hey
She say.
everyone.
oh,
Hey,
wow.
it's me. Dee.
There you go.
Hi, how are you all doing?
B,
We're doing well.
having a great
Doing
It's all
well.
time.
good
We're
here,
trying
B.
we're trying to
Good.
beat the
I,
leaderboard.
yeah, I've signed up, but I haven't played yet. It looks awesome.
Appreciate that, B. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I've only recently got a new laptop so that I can start gaming. So I need to get myself used to this laptop and then I can figure out how to get onto that leaderboard.
Amazing, B. I was picking on you because I wanted to listen to your takes on what we're doing here, bringing communities together and cross pollinating, because that's something that's very familiar for a bee.
It definitely is. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's brilliant. I think coming together and expanding our community in this way is just awesome because, everyone here is bringing something to the table, and when we all come together, we're stronger. So, and we all have this passion for helping each other out. So this is one of the best spaces that we can do that.
Awesome, B. Now, Mr. Consul, I leave you to pick her brain. We got a female warm voice in the room. Take advantage of it, my man. People's gonna get bored of listening to us.
Yeah, for sure. Well, phew. I gotta say, phew. Man, I'm tired of hanging out with this guy. So thank you so much for breaking the sausage party, as we call it here in Nairobi, naughtily. I'd just like to ask, because I've heard you're a big, big supporter of the Operation Safe Place. How do you feel as a lady about the mission to keep women safe? I'm sure it strikes different chords for you. Maybe you can talk to
Sure.
us about that.
Sure. So I understand that this is a concept that people know about, but when you think about how many people, how many girls, how many children it affects, it really, makes sure that it pulls on our heartstrings. And I think what we're doing here through OSP is just making sure that people are looked after. And the fact that we can come together as a community and game together and create these spaces where we can come as a community just means that we're able to change people's lives and support them and keep them safe. So I think we're just doing an amazing job here coming together.
That is really warming. I really like that you're one and part and parcel with the mission. As a community member, what do you feel is the role of community, leave alone team, in helping bring the Operation Safe Place mission to life?
I guess it's awareness. So letting people know what we're doing, sharing our content, making sure that the community is growing all the time, that people are aware of what we're supporting here, and knowing that we're making a real difference, not just in the community that we have, but in real life, impacting people's lives every single day. And I think that's the most important message that we can give out to people.
Nice. Are you based in South Africa? Are you based in the? I'm hearing a British accent. In the
Yes,
sense,
you're right. I'm based in the UK.
okay. And how did you get to know about the mission, the vision of
So
OSP? Yeah.
So I'm very new to the arena, and that's where I came across Uncle Funk's stages and shows, and then I was introduced to Operation Safe Place through that, and just I don't know, something just clicked, and I felt like I had to keep listening in, keep learning about it, and I've been with them every single day, just following what they do and supporting it. And I love it. It's just an amazing cause to follow and support.
I like that. And would you say that, I'm not sure how to word this question, my apologies, but gaming is a very male dominated space. The project is tapping into gaming and channeling those revenues towards keeping girls safe. I'm not sure how to word this question, but what do you think about this mission? Are you thinking that the man will be able to understand the vision of the project and take part in the project because that's the predominant audience of the gamers? Just random thoughts here. My question is not
Sure,
coming
sure.
up clearly, but I'm hoping you're getting the
I
point.
think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think initially it was a space where, men played gaming, but I think so many women are interested. And I think there's lots and lots of women who want to game and understand it and actually are very good at it. So the space is kind of changing in terms of who is interested in gaming. But I do agree that a lot of men understand what the cause is. And there's lots of family involvement, like lots of men here have families, and they understand that this keeping girls safe, keeping children safe is really, really important. So I don't think there's a problem in terms of them supporting, because I think people have opened their eyes to what's going on in the world, and people would want to help any way that they can. So I think things are changing. Hearts are opening and minds are opening, and I don't think that's a obstacle as such.
Yeah, I like how you put that, because recently I was just reading about the German gaming industry, and 46% of the audience now is comprised of ladies. So ladies are also
Awesome.
in gaming, and they're getting involved big time. So that's beautiful. On my side, I'm not sure if I have other questions to ask. Do you have any to ask me?
Mr. Consul, just one thing is, can you
Yeah.
see a user called Warrior Cat? She's been trying to join in.
Yeah,
And
I have my eyes. I got the ping from Choice, and therefore tossed my eyes to the welcome channel. I've found a user called Chaos, and they didn't have an ID, which I essentially verified them.
No, it would be, I think Funk posted here in the chat. It's
FQ?
no, FQ I saw in here before. Yeah, Warrior Cats.
I've seen it. I just had to switch over to my PC.
Oh,
Sometimes
goodness.
mobile hides the IDs, but she's verified now. She's verified. Rafiki also seemed to have had issues with verification. They're verified. I'm gonna have to fire this bot. It's not treating our guests.
I don't think it's the verification. I think it's because you have to click the gamer thing to get access to the playing live rather than just being verified.
Okay, that does make sense.
Either way, I'm gonna deal
All right,
with it.
so I wonder where Cat is. Okay, so let me just ping. There you go, Andrew. Yes, you are a legend. You are listening in and posting everywhere. I would also like, kind of following up on so your the question around the game, the demographics, and everything. Like the game itself, it's built to be a game. It's the purpose and everything that's behind the scenes is a part of it's a part of the sort of bigger picture. But we're building a kick-ass game that is designed to be a fun game. It's designed as a business, it's like games are business. So, its focus is to be a game and to bring people in. You don't need to know even, what the cause is. You just your participation and playing the game and, bringing in, let's say teammates when we open up the co-ops and the clans and everything. It's designed to be a game. It's just behind the scenes. The game serves a purpose with part of the revenue in supporting the NGO. And the game's story is an abstracted storyline from the purpose of the NGO. So again, it's not about making anyone feel like they are having to support a cause. They are passively supporting a cause just by being in the game and playing the game. So there's levels where it's all connected, and then there's levels where it's it is separate. So we're marketing a game, and we're marketing everything that we're doing around the game. It's just behind the scenes. There's a lot of good that's being done off the back of it.
I like that.
And we've got, I believe here, a Warrior Cat. And Cat, you have one hell of a way of explaining everything that we're doing.
Warrior Cat, welcome with open arms. Arcaders, let's welcome Warrior Cat in the chat with open arms and loads of bigger love. Welcome, if you can hear us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's so cool to be here again. 2 nights in a row. I still love your voice, Mr. Console. I gotta come to Kenya and get some Kenyan accents, because now I've heard a few of you tonight. But I couldn't leave B to be the only girl on her own. So gotta step out. Gotta have some girl power. So thank you so much for
Definitely,
having me.
Kat. Thank you, Kat.
So yeah, no, it's great. I've really been enjoying listening this evening, and it's so cool just having the ability to have fun and play a game that you're really enjoying, make some money, but also be doing good and changing lives at the same time. So it's awesome having all people from all of these different areas, different cultures, different places in the world just coming together in unity for something that can really make such a difference. So it's great to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate how you speak very eloquently and with a lot of confidence. I think I'm the one who should be trying to emulate the way you sound and the way you speak. Yeah.
Kat, could you run people through, well, tell them about you?
Tell them about me. Okay, so I was born in South Africa. I left to go on a gap year, actually. So I knew Uncle Funk when I was 12. I think I met him when I was 12. And I used to tour with him around the country. Listen, if you don't know, he's like, does a lot of things that you guys probably don't know about, but he can sing, he can rap. He used to tour like South Africa, and we used to do that every year, and it is awesome. But anyway, long story short, I left after school, went to the UK on a gap year, just to kind of live a little with my friends and get out there. Ended up meeting my husband, got married. We now have 2 kids who are 14 and 12. We lived in the UK for many years, 20 in fact. Hopefully I'm not giving away my age. But we did a lot of cool stuff and a lot of philanthropy throughout our lives, but nothing with a lot of purpose, if I can say that. There was always something missing. And if you don't have purpose in life, you can often get like quite hopeless, quite depressed. If there's something that you're not living for, if there's something that is not keeping you waking up each day and keeping you moving. And we had a lot of properties and we were investing in a lot of things. We had quite a lot of money and we didn't really have to worry about much. In fact, a number of years ago, we were actually going to retire just like at 35, just because we could. And in about 3 to 6 months after that, I was like super bored, getting quite depressed because I didn't really have anything to do and keep me going. And long story short, got back in touch with Uncle Funk and everything that they were doing with Operation Safe Place and the organization. And I thought, what are we living here in the UK? Like quite comfortable lifestyles, quite easy. We have everything that we want. We have everything that we need, but there's something missing. There was something very big missing. So we came to visit my family, and we actually came to visit the organization. And they took us around. We went to the location. We met the kids that they were working with. We helped them to run camps, and we went and did feeding projects and feeding these girls and feeding these people every day. And my heart was just breaking for what was happening. And I guess one thing that happened, which was quite significant to me, was I was thinking, well, I left South Africa behind. Most people are leaving the country because it's unsafe and, things are going to happen, things happen and we hear all these stories and, why do I want to be here? And I almost felt like God had said to me, well, if you're not going to be able to change it, who will? Like if you're not going to step in and change it, who's going to make a change? So if everyone's running, who's going to stay? And that really spoke to me, because I needed to know that I had a purpose here. I needed to know that there was something that I can do, even if it's just me as one person. What change can I make? And so we changed our whole lives. Like, we came over here for a week, and then in that week we made a decision that we were moving back with our kids. We were homeschooling them. We took them out of school. We went and sold a lot of properties, sold everything we had, and then just moved here. Just did it. Just got involved. And I've never been more happy or more joyful or more at peace in my life. And we don't have the money that we used to have, but I wouldn't change it. So that is us in a nutshell.
Wow. Arcaders, you hear why I just wanted you guys to hear this? It's inspirational. It's really, really inspirational
Yeah,
stuff.
that was really nice. That was really good. Really, really inspirational.
Kat, let me introduce you to a man whose voice is better than mine because it's just magnificently deep. It goes by the name Jase Keo. We're the ones who are gonna come to you. In fact, my brother Jasekeo is in Nigeria. I'm in Kenya myself, and we can Arcaders. Jasekeo, you're making a lot of profit, man. Buy us a ticket, dude. Let's go to.
Okay then. Okay then. I got Skull Crusher. I got Bigger Vibe Jamil, Mr.
We're not
Console.
inviting
Who
Skull.
else? Who else coming aboard? Who else? Who else?
Skull Crushers refused to speak. Skull Crusher and Bu. I'm with
We
you
will
guys
be
Skull
there.
Crusher,
tomorrow.
come on.
I
Skull Crusher,
haven't
come on.
refused, bro.
Oh, Skull Crusher, what's up? What's up, man?
Let's go.
Hello.
How are you, buddy? Just make comment
Yeah, alive.
and throw a question over to our friends.
Um,
Mic
question
check.
as in about what?
About, I mean, I know for you guys, you're a little bit stunned because it's your first time coming across Operation Safe Place. But from what you've had so far, what do you think about the mission, the vision, and then a question about what they're doing and how maybe you can support if you really feel like your heart has been pulled like mine.
Yeah, so they are like currently doing it for Nigeria, right? Now, or Africa, I take it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
joined late, sorry. Oh, I apologize. Missed the half of the thing.
Skull Crusher, you're a legend, man. They're doing it for South Africa.
So like, are you guys planning to like increasing, I mean, sorry for my English, but like, are you planning on expanding the things like once you did it in South Africa?
Children safe everywhere, and change lives for the better everywhere. So, we're starting with what we can do with what's in our hands now, but we don't want to stop. We want to help as many as we possibly can. So, that is the goal. That's the hope. That's the dream.
Sounds great. I wish you the best of luck, and in any way how I can support it.
There are
I
so
guess
many
I'll
ways.
answer. Sorry, Jason, you want to answer? Go ahead.
Yeah, no,
It's-
but
Yes.
I was just gonna say, like, to support, like, right now we're growing the community, like our socials, the exposure, everything, as we we start ramping up for all of our launches. It would just be a case of finding us on Twitter. We've got OSP_TD over there for the Operation Safe Place account, the_Citadel_GG for the main Citadel account. And it's going to be impossible not to see us because, we stream multiple hours every single day. We're streaming development, we're streaming chats with community, we're streaming everything that we do because, we take building in public to a whole new level. And, when it comes as well to, let's say, the global impact, it's not just what, we can do. It's inspiring others as individuals, as companies, to see what they can do locally around them. Because, making an impact, it can happen in a million different ways. And there's a lot of localized causes that individuals and businesses can support. And when you start, pushing that sort of a network, incredible things can happen. Like Games for Change, for example, is a really good organization that does a hell of a lot of sort of charitable events that are all based around gaming and streaming and supporting creators and all sorts of different things around the world. And, with what we can do and inspire others to do, there's no real ceiling to how much impact can be made around the world. So it's always just a case of look outside your window. Whose life can you make better, even if it's just by making them smile, or by giving something, or by helping someone, or by asking an organization, what can be done. It ultimately just boils down to the power that every single person has within them to just improve someone else's life on a daily basis.
Just to be kind, like means basically.
Absolutely.
Skull Crusher, really good questions there, buddy. You guys had me laughing when he said Nigeria. He's the funny guy. He's literally the guy who says anything, and I feel like teasing, and I feel like laughing over. So thanks. Your question has actually inspired me to ask. What on the ground partners are you guys working with? If you don't mind me asking, because he asked about expansion, and I've just started thinking about it.
Kat, I think that one would be more for you.
Cool. Okay, so at the moment, with what we're doing locally in our area, we have reached out to various organizations that we are in partnership. For example, our one partner organization is called Overflow, and they provide food every single day to those in need, and they provide a lot of our kids, a lot of our camps, a lot of our leadership training and courses and stuff. They provide us with food. We also go out to actually, feed people in the township, in the location. We go into hospitals where, mums they're just about to give birth, or maybe they've just given birth, and we give baby packs out to the little ones, who might not have anything. The mums might not even have money for, nappies or cream, and we try and give them like big packs. There's a wonderful organization called the Grace Factory, and they make these beautiful packs up for the mothers and the baby, home with something, with clothes and with a teddy and with blankets and, everything that they would need to start up with. So we have a lot of local, excuse me, organizations that we are working with currently. And as we expand, we basically are really happy and willing to work with whoever is wanting the same goal, which is, just to help people in whatever way. So, a lot of the times it's churches and other organizations as well that are kind of doing soup kitchens or things like that. We've also met with like a couple of organizations in, I think it's Malawi, Zimbabwe, and where's the other one? Ghana, if I'm not mistaken, which we've reached out, and they happy. Botswana. happy to have us come and visit, have us come and talk about what we're doing. They want to come and visit us. We've got partners in the UK who often send whatever they can to be able to help. We've got some partners in the US as well. And so as we branch out further, so none of these organizations, I would say, are like massively huge and well known, but there's a lot of small organizations who are doing amazing big work. And we're really open. We're really open to working with whoever wants to be involved. And if there's anyone on here who knows of other organizations and other people who might be, interested to partner up, then that would be a really great conversation to have, to put us in, in link with them. So if there's anyone, for instance, in Nigeria, or if there's anyone in Kenya that you guys know of that would be interested in doing the same kind of work, we'd love to, develop those partnerships, develop those relationships now, talk about what we're doing. We want to train people up and send them out. We have Zimbabweans with us now that we know will go and start their own project, Operation Safe Place, in Zimbabwe when they, when the income comes in. So we're hoping to send out many to go and to do training in different areas, to do training in different regions, and start up hostels and safe houses and feeding schemes and training camps like we do. So we're already happy to train people from now. We just at the moment, obviously, we're waiting for this game to take off and get huge, which we know it's going to get, because it's just it's going to be awesome. And we know that that's going to be a huge income stream. So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, that answers my question in a very elaborative way. It's answered the question in a way that I feel I have no follow-up question. That's how well you've answered that question. Let me invite Christoph. Christoph, you've just joined us. I know you are wondering what's going on. You just saw my ping asking you to join us in the VC, which you have. We've come together with Operation Safe Place to introduce you guys towards their mission, which truly I find to be near holy. It doesn't get any better than this. So welcome, Christoph. Say something and maybe ask a question. I know I've put you on the spot, but would also not mind you introducing yourself as one of our really good arcaders, gaming wise.
God damn it. I'm kind of don't know what's happening actually.
That's what happens when you show up late. You get put up on the spot. But just introduce yourself and ask what's going on. That by itself is also a question, right?
See a bunch of new people actually around. So I don't know what you're up to, man, but I hope it's something good. I mean, it's always something good. So
right. And who is Christoph?
Who am I? Who am I? I've been here since December 2023. I'm still waiting for the launch. I am hoping it's gonna be soon, and we're gonna be making a really nice money from gaming, which is not so easy and not obvious, especially with other poorly designed economies of Web3 gaming. This one should be nice when it launches, of course. So far it's good, but we need more people. So if you guys want to try, go ahead and play our arcade, see what's up. Better games to come. These are showcase, let's say. Is that
nice.
Good, yes, okay.
Yeah, no, that's great because you've prompted me correctly. Shout out to Christoph. He's been here before I even got the job, right? He's one of the real OGs. And you've started somewhat talking about our token launch, and that makes me want to ask our friends, will the game have a token? How are you guys thinking in terms of tokenomics and tokenomics design for Operation Safe Place?
Okay, well, I will take this one. So the game itself is very heavily asset based. So, game economies that just have massive emissions with tokens just tend to not have any form of sustainability whatsoever. Because you end up with users just farming tokens, selling tokens, and ultimately it's a downward death spiral for the majority of projects that have that kind of a system. And even those that are, that have big plans for buyback cycles and whatnot, games are assets, like the assets within games, the skins, the towers, the NFTs, everything that we are doing, every aspect of the game is NFT based. So people are going to be able to be accumulating entire decks of cards that are ultimately used within the game. The cards themselves, ranging from the most basic of cards all the way up to the ultra exotic cards. You can be merging the cards together using the infusion system. So there's always going to be a demand for the lower level cards, the higher level cards. It's a system that I would say is not too dissimilar to how Gods Unchained work, but we're not a TCG. We've got decks and packs of cards, and you can obtain the cards from gameplay and through social activities. But at the end of the day, it's assets, and assets are what make games. And people, they'll require the assets, and they can obtain them in a million different ways. So the token itself, it's more the studio, the platform itself, that has the token. And there's reward cycles as well for competitive tournaments and whatnot. But when it comes to games, unless there is strong elements of risk to earn, for example, in this case with Big Arcade, tokens can make sense because risk to earn. And the flywheel that Big Arcade has is one of the better ones that I've seen in an arcade setup with these style of games. So yeah, in a nutshell, that is the primary answer. Yes, there is a token, but also yes, that token is more heavily tied to the wider business that we have, and not so much within the game. The game, there's courage that you can earn, which is an off-chain currency, and that is also our social currency, which again is off-chain, but that can be used to obtain assets as well.
Okay, yeah, I feel fully answered by that. I've seen in the chat that Jasekeo has a super pressing question. Please, my good friend, go ahead.
It's not a super pressing question, but like I see something with the Citadel's
You sound a bit robotic. I'm not sure if it's me, didn't mean to interrupt, but you sound
Sounds like he's sending a ransom note or some shit. Jeez.
What question does he have to ask that he even turned to a robot for it?
Am I clear?
It sounds like you've got a voice.
Let me try.
Yeah, Christoph, I know tokenomics and tokenomic designs are something you really look into. You feel answered by the response you got?
Yeah, of course.
All right, great stuff. And we're also playing Watermelon, so you can jump in. We're talking and playing.
I'm actually doing other stuff, so I'll pass on this one for now.
It's because you're not good at the Watermelon game. I understand.
No. Okay. I'm just writing some recipes,
Nice. Okay, just to carry you back, but the situation hasn't improved at all, my friend. Maybe type your question and I can ask it for you if you want. Okay, I see Cruiser, one of our really young members that I really enjoy chatting with, is back. Cruiser, how you doing? Are you able to unmute? And where's Galaxy? Let me just tag it. Okay.
Okay, so what about now?
Oh man, so much better.
Oh, it is okay. Okay,
Yep.
so I was saying, like, I don't know if I missed it, but I see on the X page it says powered by SEI. What is SEI?
That is the SEI network. So back when we were hunting around for chains, oh, all good. Okay, so Rob, I believe, yeah, it was Rob, met with the SEI team in Singapore at Token 2049, and everything kind of just clicked because for what we need, for what the game requires, and speed-wise, they had everything going for it, and they were incredibly supportive of, the project as a whole, and they have been, basically ever since that moment. So yeah, SEI for us has been the chain of choice for Citadel and Operation Safe Place, and the SEI community has been incredibly welcoming as well. And as we begin ramping up all of our social activities, they have been jumping aboard in an incredible fashion. So that is the reason behind SEI.
Okay. So I assume that the focus is going to be fully to like build on SEI and not there won't be any cross-chain interoperability.
Well, I mean, now with the solutions that are out there, pretty much everything you build, and one of our infrastructure partners is multi-chain by default. So, it's not about siloing; it's about the tech that we require for the core of what we're building being on SEI for all of the benefits that SEI actually bring to the table. But interoperability, of course, we love to partner up with projects that are on other chains and support projects. We're here as a platform to support indie studios, big and small, with their projects for discoverability and for collaborations that go deeper than just a tweet. We're actually here to support how games get distributed and grow their player bases.
Clear. Thank you.
Thank you. I know you saw "say" and you thought it's "say my name." I just wanted to throw that joke out there. Next Bug, I gotta give you a shout out. Thank you so much, my good friend, for showing up. In fact, Next Bug, you've worked with NGOs before. I know I'm putting you on the spot. You've just joined us, but maybe you can introduce yourself. Nerob, welcome. Super happy seeing the family join us. I know, Nerob, you are slightly shy, but Next Bug, you aren't. So let me put you on the spot, Next Bug. Can you hear me? Mic check, Next Bug. Next Bug, don't leave me hanging, my friend. So I know Next Bug has worked with several NGOs over at his corner. Maybe he can unmute at some point and say something. I want to remind everyone that we're gaming. I have lost focus on gaming. I think that's why I appreciate casual gaming. It allows me to do other things whilst, doing other things. So we're playing the watermelon game and hanging out and getting to know our friends over at Citadel, as well as Operation Safe Space. If anybody has any somewhat question to ask or any comment to make, now is the time to do so. Sir Choice, we also haven't heard from you in a minute, my good friend. Is everything okay on your side?
Chief?
Oh, Captain, salute. How you doing? Come again?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. And you?
I'm also doing okay. Do you have any questions for our friends? Have you been listening through?
No, not really.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
I have low power, so I went to charge my phone.
Ah, okay. And where's Galaxy as well as Jason? I want them to hear about this.
I don't know where they are.
No problem. No
That's funny.
problem.
It's a full-on like.
Maybe you can introduce
Hello?
yourself
Can you
so
hear
that
me?
our friends get to know you.
Uh, I don't know what to say.
Just tell them that you're cheeky. Tell them the truth of who you are.
I think I'm one of the youngest arcaders here, right?
Yeah, you're definitely one of the youngest for sure. How young?
So
Jog my memory, because I'm one of the oldest. My memory is
yeah, one of the oldest. I think that's all.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for greeting our guests and listening. There's a very key and important message being shared that I want to reach the world, and this is my capacity to do that, right? Cruiser, as he said,
Okay, sure.
Yeah, shout out to Cruiser. He's a really good guy. He's gonna play us the end song. We always listen to gospel together, so shout out to you. I'm Don King. I see you've unmuted. Can you guys hear him? Don King is also super supportive. Oh, Cloudy is in the building. Where is Cloudy? Cloudy! Good morning, sir.
Good evening, sir.
It's morning, my friend, because when you join, I feel like the sun has just risen.
Oh, it's morning for you. It's 8 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, please say hi to our friends. Say hi to our friends and maybe ask them what they're doing so that they can re-explain their mission. I know a couple have just joined us, so it would be important for them to do the same. Sorry, for them to hear what you guys. I'm losing my train of thought. Someone has creeped in here. But yeah, Cloudy, just introduce yourself as well as throw out a question towards our friends.
Okay, sure. Let me read the past chats, see what's about.
Yeah, I love putting you guys on the spot. My apologies.
So you say my apologies, but you don't mean it.
I mean everything I
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Yeah, but Cloudy is also a really good guy. I enjoy chatting with him. He's a poet. Maybe he'll talk about that himself. Really articulate with his words. Cloudy,
Thank you for the compliment, Mr. Q.
Yeah. Tell them more of who you are, man.
Oh, okay. So my name is Cloud. Not my real name. My name is Emmanuel, actually.
Wow.
I go by Cloud as a pen name.
And you don't want to
Oh,
tell
I
them?
thought you wanted to say something.
No,
I thought you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I was just affirming what you're saying.
Um,
Saying out loud. My apologies.
Yeah, I'm a writer, also a web dev and a moderator, just in case.
Nice. And do you have any questions for our friends? I know you've joined. Maybe you don't know them well, but feel free to just ask a question that will help you understand them better.
Okay, let me think for a bit.
Or should I ask you a question? When you hear Operation Safe Place, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Sorry, come in.
Hello? Is my network choppy or
Yeah,
is
sorry,
it?
come again. My network disrupted for a bit.
Buddy, and you gotta give us energy. Uncle Funk is writing in the chat
Come
that
again.
he's saying that we are sounding bored to
Sorry.
death.
No, sir.
Cloudy, give us energy, my friend. I'm just asking you, when you
Yes,
hear
sir.
Operation Safe Place, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Safe space or safe place?
Safe Place, Operation Safe Place.
Okay, safe place.
Yeah.
Yeah, my room.
You know what? Choice, I'm done putting these guys on the spot. Please save me. When you hear safe place, you think your room? Oh man. Yeah, that's funny. That's a good one. That's actually a good one. Choice.
Bye, man. Yeah, I'm having such a good time here. I'm just laughing because you put them on the spot and they're like, okay, what do we do next? What's happening here? No, I'm loving it, man. I'm highly thankful for bringing your community to opening, the doors for a community and just vibing around and hanging around and playing games and getting together. Yeah, the people was falling asleep, like Kongs is saying. We gotta do something about it.
I don't
So
think
far,
anybody's falling asleep. I think everybody's too busy playing the arcade game.
yeah, that too, man. And the problem is that it's got a timer. So every time that I come and pay attention to the conversation, I know I'm losing score in the game. So I'm like concerned. But no, we're having a great time. We're talking about what Operation Safe Place and the Citadel are building, and we're talking about what the big arcade is. So arcaders, bring the bigger vibes, and also shine some light on us. Like we got a huge chunk of our community coming here, bringing love, and we wanna engage with you guys, interact with you guys. Next week we're welcoming you. Like today we're the guests. Next week, you guys are going to be the guests to our Discord server. So we're preparing some surprises too. But yes, I'm gonna listen to Onks. Brodin, one of our community members, is here too. So Brodin, earlier, like 30 minutes ago, Onks made the question like somebody asked Brodin what does he love about Operation Safe Place. So you're in the spot now. Put the fire.
Who's on the spot? Me or Brody?
Hello. Here I am.
All right.
Yeah, I'm on the spot now. How are you guys doing? Yeah, I'm hooked on watermelon right now. To be honest, I'm trying to get. I don't think I'm gonna be able to compete with these guys' high score, but I'm improving a little bit each time while they take my 10 cents.
That's what we're about. We make other people rich.
Yeah. I'm happy. I'm enjoying the game anyway. So it's fun little arcade game as I'm here listening in. Yeah, I'm trying to get all the watermelons. So. Yeah,
Brodin,
was the
the question
question?
is, yeah, what makes you passionate or what got you interested on Operation Safe Place?
Yeah, well, I obviously I coming from the Myth side initially. So with the merger now, Operation Safe Place has merged together with Myth, and between the two have created Citadel, which is obviously the platform, and then Operation Safe Place is like the main game focusing on building. Yeah, so I the guy who got me into all this being Jason. I kind of followed Jason from Vulcan Forge. So was initially a community member in Vulcan Forge. This is going back a few years now even. And then and I've been a big gamer all my life. So Vulcan Forge initially was like a gaming project I got into in Web3, and it just fitted really well with me because I'm a gamer. And then Jason was putting together Myth, and with a couple of the people who went over with that, and I kind of followed Jason over on that journey with Myth. And then followed him to where we are now, merging with OSP. And yeah, I mean OSP. I've been playing the alpha recently, testing the alpha and everything. All you have to do is go watch a trailer and everything. You'll see it's beautifully. The game looks beautiful. It plays well, and yeah, I've been obviously following Uncle Funk and some of the guys now as they've been like building it, because they like build it openly as well. So you can just come into the Discord or on the streams, watch them actually, watch Funk actually doing his dev work and kind of like building in the public. And they're on every day, man. Like I don't know, I go to sleep, they're online. I wake up, they're online. Like I know Uncle Funk pretty much doesn't sleep. He needs to sleep, but he pretty much doesn't sleep. And they're just highly dedicated to building OSP and the Citadel platform as a whole. I don't think I've really seen such dedicated, hardworking people really in the space. They kind of like you can't get any more hardworking. They literally put their whole lives into building this game and the and everything around it. And then obviously you got all the NGO stuff, which is kind of like their mission in the background, which is just really cool to be a part of. Obviously, helping kids get all the things they need is that's just an amazing cause. So for that to be a part of it as well, that's just really cool. Yeah, I've been having fun testing the game and playing the game. It's it's like a third-person shooter, tower defense, with its whole story around it. And I know they want to branch it off into like having co-op. At the moment, it's like single player in the alpha, but they want to branch off to have like co-op mode, PvP, like MOBA mode. I know they want to have like a free roam open world kind of MMO kind of style to it eventually as well. Which is like the vision for the game just sounds sounds huge as well. Which is really cool. And then with the Citadel platform, then OSP, as great as it is, won't necessarily be the only game as well. So the Citadel platform is actually being built to house many games, and then also content creators, so like streamers, artists, people who make music, and there's going to have a marketplace built in there for all the games to be able to trade, NFTs and all the rest of it. So like the scope of the whole project is pretty huge, to be honest, and I'm very happy to be part of it and kind of be an early participant, and I'm very excited for the future. Yeah, any other questions?
You're bringing the fire indeed, man. I feel like I've been, it's like a cup of coffee, energized again. Thank you for coming, brother.
When you get me speaking, I speak, but I'm also a little shy to get up as well. So yeah, but no, I'm happy to throw my bit, and I'm very happy to be here, be involved, and yeah, I'm excited for the future with Citadel and OSP, and yeah, bigger arcades. Big up your arcades. I'm enjoying myself. So
I appreciate that. Yeah, those are very warm words. I get to hear these words more often than our devs, but I'll definitely pass that message across. It validates what we're building here. right? So I appreciate that. Maybe you
Yeah,
have
no
a
problem.
question for us?
How the hell have people got 500,000 points? That's my question to whoever's got the 500,000 points on watermelon. How do I get as good as you, leader?
Yeah, the man who has 500k points is known as Wesley. And if you look at the other leaderboards, apart from the leaderboard of Stoshi board, because he's not really that interested in that game, he's literally like in the top 5 on most of them. He's a very dedicated
He's
young
the
man
goat.
as well. Yeah, we have a lot of young soldiers in this army based in Netherlands. Been busy with work. I think he got recruited recently, but hopefully when we're joining you guys on your side, he'll join us and he'll maybe share this
Yeah,
sauce.
also, I'd love to hear some tips and of his strategy. Well, you might not want to share it because then he might have some competition. I don't know, but I'd love to hear some.
From how our model is designed, you want to tell your friends about the arcade, because if they join and they're unable to beat your score, you're earning with every attempt that they try to capture the score from you, right? So it's actually incentivized for him to give tips, tricks. Of course, not the full alpha, but just encourage you to get gaming and believing you can take his score from him.
Yeah. I just got a new score now, 29,000. So I'm each game I'm doing a little bit better.
Right. Which mode are you playing? Are you
I am playing the cherry one. So I put to be honest, I put $5 on in bigger credits. So I've been using them doing the cherry one. There, I just posted the score I just got then.
Nice. Thanks for supporting, buddy. I always feel
No
happy whenever I see you guys gaming. Yeah, you guys complimenting the games. It warms my heart. It really does.
At best, I might maybe go try one of the other ones, I guess. Or we just focus on watermelon. Wow, you won't know what I'm doing.
Actually, let me give you a little tip. Let me not be
Yeah.
greedy because I also have the tips. If you look at the top 10, I can only get to the top 10 with this community. It's a little embarrassing because it's so good. And, as a community manager, you feel you also want that gamer respect from them. A little tip is use the buffers. I don't know if you've started using the buffers yet. There's a little
So you mean
glass.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of do people use the stars? You can put the stars together. I haven't tried getting 5 of them together yet because they seem to get in the way when I do it. But maybe that's something to do with the scores.
Yeah, the starfruit is definitely the alpha. It appears every 2 rolls, right? So it's consistent and you can actually build a strategy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go in now with I'm gonna mess around with that stuff. Okay, thanks for that.
Yeah. Therese, maybe let me also ask you how you're enjoying the game, because I know you're a very seasoned gamer.
It's one of those games that I could just sit here and play. I mean, realistically, the play loop is decent. It's fun.
Nice. So, Choice, I pass it back to you because I'm putting my guys on the spot too much. And then
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, I think that we gotta stop again the sausage party, my man. So people stays awake. We gotta bring in female power, and you need to bring some of the female bigger hearts as well, because we cannot just rely on Cat and B. But yes, I'm gonna throw it to them. Have you girls start playing the watermelon game, beating the scores? Any watermelon so far, or just grapes and apples?
Just so you know, I just started playing, so if I had started earlier, I would totally be in the leaderboard. But I was too busy talking, so there's that.
I'm sure you're gonna hate the little boy soon. No, you'll be. Did you try the game too? I know
No, I
eat like
I
sugar and fruits.
Yes, definitely. No, I haven't played yet because I've got a new laptop, so I'm just trying to get used to it and load it with everything that I need. So I will be playing hopefully over the next few days.
But that's a good thing. I think that since these are browser-based games, they are accessible from handheld devices and phones. Am I right, Mr. Council?
Yeah, bingo. That's actually what I wanted to say. Do not feel
Awesome.
limited by the fact that somewhat just got a laptop. This is browser-based gaming, so you don't have to somewhat download anything, which I also personally appreciate due to the fact that my PC is always running out of room. That's point number one. Point number two, with our mission being to make our platform as accessible as possible, we are also on mobile, either through the web browser or through our Telegram bot. So the different options for you.
That's
When you
awesome. Thank you for letting me know that. That's really good that it's accessible in different ways.
Yeah. And another fun fact, now that you brought it up, Sir Choice,
Hmm.
the current game that we're playing is really loved by our queens. I'm not sure if it's the coloring scheme or it's I don't know. I really don't know what it is, but our bigger queens, that's what we call them on this side. They really love this game.
I think it is the color.
It
I
could be
think
the
it is the colors.
well,
They look great.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Us girls, we like cute and
Hmm.
colorful things.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, wasn't like one of the biggest female like mobile games for like a long time Candy Crush, and
That's
I
right.
think this has
Yeah.
a it's not the same, but it has a similar kind of vibe in a sense with
Yeah,
Mm.
I
like the
think
looks, with like the
I
food
think
and
I
connecting them
I
together and
think
things.
I think Watermelon is going to give Candy Crush a run for its money.
No.
What you guys think the same?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Candy Crush it's been around for too long. They even cut jobs down for that particular studio, King Studios, meaning
Oh yeah, I hear nothing about it these days. I think it had its time type of thing. I just remember it being something seemed to attract a lot of women into mobile gaming back when that came was big.
yeah. So the alpha is the star fruit. So Choice, are you playing yourself?
Yes, I am, but I'm nowhere near the scores that I want to get to. Like I was able to only get one watermelon so far, so not that
Jeez.
good into it. You gotta keep practicing, man. Like I don't know if you can put more than one watermelon in the same match, but so far it's challenging for me. But yeah, my man. As of now, I want to start warming up and preparing the Viga community because today's here, but next week we're welcoming you at your desired time on the Citadel Discord. So maybe we want to make sure that the people that's gonna come will be able to have access to our alpha version. We're gonna pretty much have to focus on the PC gamers, but we're gonna welcome everybody, regardless of having a computer or not. But yes, I think that we can start sorting out the things. And I don't know, Jason, do we have some drops for the Viga community today?
Yep. I'm not sure if Jason is here, but because you mentioned it, why don't you actually speak a little bit more on the type of game this is, the game loop we should expect? Arcaders, like I've mentioned and Sir Choice has touched on, today we've invited them over to, introduce you guys to them and also us and get them gaming us, if that makes sense. But next week we'll be on their side spreading some bigger love. I've somewhat scheduled this for Thursday, 2 p.m. UTC, the same time that we used to run our game nights. I'm hoping that works for you guys, but I'll confirm with you guys for finalizing on that detail, but it's definitely next week. Yeah, so Choice, you can tell us what we ought to expect in terms of game loop and
Okay,
everything.
as of now, you're in for a threat because Onks has been working hard on the tutorial map, which doesn't feel like a tutorial map. But I'm going to be, yeah, thank you, Jason, for that. I will start snipping people that's been participating from the Biga community here. I think that Mr. Console can also help me with a list and with the wallet addresses so we can give something special for all of the arcaders. But in terms of the game loop, the tutorial map is something fire. It's got parkour, it's got enemies coming at you, it's got the weapons, it's got you being able to explode things around. It's got a lot of hidden stuff for you to explore and find. I just feel like I want to jump into the game and start streaming, but today is watermelon. We're keeping OPS for the next week. But yeah, just to pick your brain, you're gonna expect a lot of placing towers, and you're in for a treat if your computer is not a potato, because the tutorial is meant to run even on potato devices. So, Mr. Console, you have no excuses. You need to free up 20 gigabytes of space on your machine, and maybe you can run it. But yes, we will need people with somewhat medium gear computers to jump into the fight with Mirotar, which is a dragon. It's kind of a merge between a dragon and a mech, and it goes up flying around, it throws fire, and it wants to destroy your tower. It kills you, and it gets near you, it's gonna knock you out. So imagine, I don't know if you guys ever played tower defense. One super solid. Over to the right way, then you got different kinds of super. But you can also interact with the character and make the difference, because you can pick light weapons, heavy weapons, pistols, and go pew 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 pew, shooting enemies around and stopping the enemy waves. So the graphics are beautiful. The lore is something that anybody who's passionate about storytelling and passionate about, um, you know, like cinematic kind of stuff, it's in for a thread. Because once you open the game, once you install the game and you start uh, listening to the cinematics playing on even on the login screen, you start feeling like you're getting the goosebumps, and you're like, we need to keep every girl safe. Like they say, like, Commander, we need you. We need to play those trailers. Anx, if you can somehow send them over here and we can stream some of them trailers and cinematics, it will be beautiful, because you guys are gonna love it. Like, we're mixing something that definitely, like, with the budget that we're creating miracles here. Like, the budget is so tight and limited, but we're coming up with something that looks better than a AAA game. So you're in for it. Like, everything that you loved on different games getting together in one game, and that's just what we have available now. But in the future, we're coming up with there's gonna be MOBA, there's gonna be multiplayer coming in. There are already achievements in the game, so we also have the leaderboards, and the more waves you defeat, the harder the boss gets. Right now, it's replaying the boss and defeating him on higher difficulties. So the more times you defeat Pirotar, the harder it gets, and it's gonna be lovely. You guys are gonna love it. Yes, brothing. Let's go for it, man.
All right, just a minute. Just a minute. Let me pause my game. Just a minute. Arcaders, let's watch the trailer. Let's get excited. Hopefully, it excites us. I'm sure it will. All right. So there's a screen being shared, guys. It's being shared by Brody. I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm into. I'm into. Locked
Let's
in.
get excited. We don't want to put Uncle
Yeah,
Funk to sleep.
let's go.
Yeah, we can, man.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yep.
Loving it, man. It's just fire. And check the cinematics. Can we stream the cinematics that Onks shared on the chat on your stream? For an instance, bro, since we're already there. All right.
Yeah,
let's
and
go.
also let me ask, how far in development are you guys with
It's
the
the
game?
alpha at the moment. Like even Padish got to test something before that was just like a moth opener where you could shoot waves and place towers. But right now the map and the storytelling is taking place, so it's a lot more immersive. It's still alpha. We're still hunting for bugs and stuff that the community can help us report. We got two different forms for suggestions and for any bugs that you guys might find inside the game. And like we all been saying it through the conversation, the dev team is working like 28 hours a day, even it does only have 24. But there's always someone working and pushing updates and building in public, so you can even jump into their chat and make suggestions and ask questions and interact with the team. That's something that you guys can do as well. But yeah, you're in for a treat. We're on the alpha, but NFTs are already usable inside the game. So, for an instance, I do have different characters, different cards that count as towers inside the game: sniper towers, rocket launchers, viruses, boss knockers. You can use them in game already on this alpha version.
Interesting. And when it's live, what's the expected time date? And also, how big is the team? I'm curious after watching that trailer.
Let me see
Let
if
me
we
see
got
if we got
here a
here
Jason
a
and a
Jason and
Rub.
a Rub.
Because size of the
Because
team
size
is
of the team
growing
is
every
growing
day,
every
so I
day,
don't
so I
count anymore.
don't anymore.
Rob, can I
Can I
relegate
relegate?
to you? I'm stuck in the middle of trying not to burn. Rob,
Yo, sorry, I am half here. You said how big is the team and when is live, right?
Yeah, just estimated time frame if you guys have any.
Yeah, look, the current alpha is going to run about what's it now? We're looking at running it for 50 weeks, and then once the core of the alpha is done, we move into the multiplayer version. So our initial official release will most probably be ideally end of the first quarter next year, 2026. So around March, April 2026. And then the full, cross-platform fancy rollout, that will be beginning of 2027, most likely.
Well, there's going to be a mobile version and a browser version as well, right? Just to say, because a few people look in the chat, they don't think their PC is going to be good enough for this. But
We do have a browser version of the tower defense. It's just under maintenance at the moment, so that should be back up and running within the next 2 weeks. So there is a browser version. That was our first version, like where we test the Web3 tech, and then there's a mobile version as well under the development, but those are running parallel with the main big Unreal Engine.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then dedicated team, like most of we've got pretty much 2 founder developers, and then you've got Uncle who does a lot of the world building, and the rest of the team, I think original founder team, there's about 12 of us, and then an awesome extended team. Let me see who's in the list here, which includes the Brodens, the Sir Choices, the Twisted Tinkers. That's our extended team.
Wow, this is really nice. I feel like from that trailer you guys have merged a couple of gameplay genres. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. The core principle is a hybrid tower defense meets third-person shooter for this current version. But the big picture, myself and Uncle's original huge picture is we say yes to scope creep. So we want to eventually build the game of all games.
Mm.
We want all the genres, all of them.
Wow.
But
There
baby
you go,
steps.
man.
Baby steps. So we start with our alpha. And then, yeah, anyone who wants to, I was just going to say, play the alpha. We've got that link to sign up for the alpha. I believe next week, Mr. Console, you guys are coming across.
Actually, between then and next week, I'll probably just talk to Sir Choice to go over the details.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I'll get you the links and everything ready for the community to be
Yeah,
prepared.
then what we'll do, Mr.
I just
Console.
chucked the link in the chat for where people can apply for the alpha, and you can use my referral code.
Then what we'll do,
That's
Mr.
fine.
Console, is we'll arrange a couple of keys for your community as the giveaway. What the keys enable you to do is open a battle cache on our website, which gives you 3 random playable NFTs in the game. So we'll arrange a bunch of keys that we can give away to the bigger community.
Yeah, that sounds great. Arcaders, that's the mission for next week, our event for next week. We'll prepare adequately for that. I'll try out the game myself, and truly, do you guys have leaderboards?
Yeah, we got
Truly
leaderboards.
we have to land on those leaderboards.
Yeah, the leaderboards are live on Epic Games as well in the 3D game.
Yeah. I'm very trusting of my army that we're gonna land on those leaderboards. Easy.
Let's get it, my man.
Easy,
Mr. Console, I appreciate you big time. It's been a pleasure hanging up with the bigger community. I think that we can kind of start wrapping up things. But yeah, bigger love to everyone here. It's always a vibe. I know that the guys were a little shy today. It's not the best time for the big arcade, but you still welcome our community, all of the commanders from the Operation Safe Place. And yeah, join us too, because you can become warriors and fight with us, for Lucille, for Afera, which is not just South Africa, but the whole Africa represented in the game. And yeah, we cannot expect for that. Like, I cannot wait for the day to come for you guys to put your hands in the game and check all of these cinematics while you're getting into it and understanding the story behind it. But I appreciate your big time, Mr. Consul. Thank you so much. And yes, please, who's been active from your side. Your community, like your hand. So please help me with those names of those who participated actively so we can recognize their participation, their love, their welcoming energy, and get them rolling with us too so they can have some NFTs to interact with Operation Safe Place. And yeah, remember that together we're stronger. Kat said it on the best possible way. So let's continue joining forces, supporting one another, making the space grow and thrive, and especially supporting people that's here with the right reasons. So I think that we have that in common. We got people that's building for the right reasons with the right communities and building communities the right way. So let's make it blow up. Let's make this space grow and thrive. Just much love from my end to everyone. I'd love for like our core guys here to wrap up and say the goodbyes to the Viga fam. And we expect you next week. So B and Kat and Jason and Rob, let's start wrapping up the session. Say the goodbyes. I hope that you guys enjoyed the watermelon game as much as I did, even though I am ashamed of my scores. But had a great time here, Mr. Console.
Actually, as everyone says bye, just for the fun of it, you can also state your score. Just for the fun of it.
Top score was 12K, man. There's people on 50K.
What? Okay. Not bad. For the first time, I appreciate you guys for trying. It's all about effort and it's all about understanding the game over time. So keep on gaming. That's the bigger way. We understand very clearly that as long as we don't give up, we will attain the goals we want. So it's not a bad score. I guess I'll throw it over to the team over on your side, Sir Choice, for some closing remarks. Then We'll do the same on my side.
Yeah, I think I'll jump in choice. My side, Mr. Consul, awesome community. Look forward to partnering with you and your community a lot more as we both go down this gaming route, man. Very exciting. And appreciate the host. Enjoyed being here, my guy.
Community, that was for you guys. You guys at least behaved. Therefore, they think you guys are awesome. But I know the real you.
I'll just kind of mirror that and say, yeah, thanks for welcoming us, and I've had fun playing the watermelon game. I think I'm going to continue playing it a little bit as well. So it's actually a fun little game just to be playing. I've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys next week on the Citadel side.
For sure. Actually, this game gets you addicted. We have a role. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. So all the best with your addiction, buddy. We have a support group for anybody who feels addicted. This is that one addiction where you get addicted and you get congratulated. Right? Everybody gets happy that you're addicted. So if anybody needs a support group, we have that on this side. So thank you for those words, buddy.
No worries, you might have to book me in.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
having
guys.
us, Mr. Consul and Arcado. We have really loved being here tonight. Thank you for welcoming us and being such amazing hosts. We're really looking forward to returning the favor next week. And yeah, I'm enjoying the watermelon game. I'm not telling you my score because it's really small because I've only just started. But listen, watch the space. That's all I'm saying. So thank you all. Have a great rest of your week. And thanks for having us.
Thank you so much, Warrior Cat. Truly, you embody the warrior spirit. I've gotten to meet you yesterday, and I've also gotten to really understand your mission as well as your background that led you to this mission. It's very heartwarming, and as much support and gratitude to your endeavor with the Operation Safe Place. I appreciate having you here. And don't worry about the score. I'm sure you'll improve with the warrior spirit.
Hey, Mr. Consul. I have been playing on my phone and I think I'm already addicted. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I might have to take that support group.
Yeah, I'm here for you for that. For all who are addicted, you are not alone. You are not alone through this.
And I've really enjoyed this. Tonight has been fun. It's been great sharing and understanding what you do and letting us share what we do. So I'm looking forward to next week as well.
For sure. And thank you for breaking silence. You are the first lady to speak today. Our queens. I know none is here at the moment, but they ought to look at you as a inspiration. So thank you so much and enjoy your addiction. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Bigger Cloudy writes, if you think watermelon is addictive, wait until you try Baby Dash. Baby Dash is, yeah. I pray nobody gets addicted to Baby Dash. Baby Dash is so sweet on your wallet. That's a good one, Cloudy. Cloudy, you're making me laugh left, right, and center today. But yeah, thank you to this Citadel team. And anybody else wanna say anything?
Oh, I think we got Jason in the middle of cooking something. So it's gonna be probably me and Unks. I know that Unks he's gonna speak what he didn't speak today next week. Because he was just focused on streaming and looking after all of the platforms. Like he was handling the chats and the streams on like 7 or 9 platforms. So yeah, that's a lot to handle. But I know that he would love to say that he had an amazing time here, that you guys rock, that there are amazing hearts within the Biga community. And yeah, that's a community that we would like to join forces with and rally with. So big love to all of you. And now I'll pass it to your side, to your community members. Thank you for supporting the game night, for coming with us. Remember, there will be some treats for the ones who participated, who supported, and we will be welcoming you all with open arms next week, next Thursday, at the time that Mr. Console proposed, that is friendly with all of the time zones across the globe.
Yeah, preferably 2 p.m. on our side. This time zone really somewhat cuts off our Asian members. It's really early morning on their ends. Appreciate you, Sir Choice. Thank you to each and every Citadel family member. If you look at how I somewhat titled this space, I didn't write playing live with the Citadel community or the Citadel team. I said family. And truly, we feel the warmth within your own organization, within yourselves, and we feel the warmth that you guys have really shared with us. On our side, I'll start picking on people. Nerob, I know you're in, Asia, so it might not be an adequate time for you to speak, but please, if you can say something, that will be really, really highly appreciated. So get prepared for that. We'll kick it off by just putting people on the spot, as I always do. Skull Crusher, do you want to kick us off with any thoughts and words of gratitude?
Hello, thank you for joining with us today on the Big Arcade. We will see you guys at the Citadel next.
Thank you, Skull Crusher. You made me laugh at some point during our game night. Appreciate you, Chief. And yes, next week we just have to have fun. Truly, I can't go a week without having fun. At this point, you guys, I spend more time with you guys than my family, so I'm having fun with friends. So you're very right in saying that. Roger up. King Roger, are you able to speak now? Are you still unable to speak? Would love to circle back to you. Next bug, please warm up as well to say something, my good friend. You're a good friend to me, sir. I hope you know that, despite anything. Jasikeo, you've unmuted nonetheless, so jump right in.
All right, all right. I hope I'm not sounding robotic or anything again. So yeah, thank you guys, Citadel family, for doing this with us. This was really fun. Thanking B Cats, Sir Joyce, Uncle Funk, every single one of you brought in. You guys did a very good job in like highlighting what your project is about, your vision, the goal. It's really amazing, and I love what you're doing. And I'm going to be participating in it and basically your socials, your games, I'll just do what I can to support and everything. So yeah, really grateful about that. Even though at first I was really caught by surprise because I didn't expect to speak at all. Mr. Console just doing Mr. Console things, put me on the spot and stuff. But like, yeah, it was fun in the end, and like, yeah, I had fun. Yeah, basically. So thank you guys, and we appreciate everything. Thank you.
Sir, you should always expect to speak. Always, always, always. So thank you for, not ignoring the call. I think you are one of the first people that I called, and I was like, geez, if Jasikeo does not unmute, nobody else will unmute, and it's in public. It's being streamed on 3 platforms. Good Lord. I started
I
sweating.
wasn't on at the moment then though. I came on to see my tags. I was like, what's happening? What's happening? Wait, he's expecting me to speak. That's crazy. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but thanks for representing, and I'm sure you'll be with us tomorrow. Mayor.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, my bad. My
Yeah.
bad. Shout out to Tyrese too. Yeah, sorry I skipped your name. Tyrese, good looking out, bro. He said that this is the most behaved he's ever seen me. Like, I think I troubled him on like other servers and stuff, but like, it's all good vibes, man. It's all good vibes.
Bro, it's all good, and it's trolling for troll's sake. I get it.
Yeah, and Taris, shout out to Taris because we've been cooking up something with the CGN family as well. So, yeah, Taris, thank you for gracing us. Truly, your presence just makes this event and occasion more senior. It now feels big. It feels grand. It feels, like the event you don't want to miss. So thank you so much. You'll close us out, Taris. We'll give you that honor just because you're such a legend. I'll go next
Jeez.
to, yeah. You will be the one to close us out before Cruiser plays us some music. He loves playing some good gospel music, which he'll close us out with. Huac, I know Huac is usually in love with being silent and mysterious. So, Huac, if you have anything to share through text, that's also okay. Next, I'll go to our Oga, our captain of trouble, Mr. Enjoyment himself, Jamil. How you feeling, sir?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I would like to say it's been a very good game night. I really enjoyed it, and I'm hoping for same energy next week, or when next are we having the game night?
Yeah, it's gonna be next week. By tomorrow I'll finalize. Then I'll create an event with the Discord link and everything necessary. So I'll be sleeping late tonight, just being in the DMs with such choice. Either Thursday. I know Wesley said Thursdays are not a good point in time for him. He suggested Friday, but I'll let you guys know once we deliberate on that. But it's next week for sure.
All right, no problem.
All right. Don King, didn't mean to skip you there because I'm actually going in alphabetical order from Z to A. If you want to say anything, Don King, you're welcome to do so. Maya, please don't tell me you're shy, man. You're the guy. You're the guy who makes the movement happen on this side. So please find that courage because you give me courage. Whenever I see you here, I feel inspired. So yeah, you can at least say hi, bye if you so wish. No pressure. Cloudy, I hope you're in your room. I hope you're in your safe place. Any closing words for us, buddy?
Yeah, I'm in my room. Thank you. I really enjoyed this space. Thank you guys for everything, and yeah, I'll wishlist the game. I'm a big game fan, so of course, looks like something I'd love to play.
Yeah, for sure. Next, actually, because we're gonna be doing it at 2 p.m. UTC, which should be around 3 p.m. in your time zone, you'll still be able
Yeah,
to access a laptop on that side, and hopefully you jump in, man. Hopefully you jump in because it's PC only, from what I hear. Right, Cloudy?
Sure, let's see how it goes. But
All
I'd
right.
love to.
Yeah. Cruiser, maybe you can say something. Then we'll have Therese officially close us as our captain, as our, pilot, the guy leading us from the front. Then you can play us some good music, Cruiser.
Okay, I just want to say bye. It's great having you guys here. I really enjoyed the space and bye.
I appreciate you, Cruiser. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, Therese, before I hand it over to you, because I'm very grateful that you've joined us here, on my part, big thank you to the Arcaders for showing up. You guys are really just showing up for the project at this point, and my hands are held together. I bow and I say, I appreciate the effort does not go unnoticed. I have been asked by Sir Choice to craft a list. He hasn't told me how many names I should put in there, but I'll put all your names in there. And if you can't get rewarded on that side, I have bigger credit for you guys. So thank you once again for showing up. To the Citadel team, what you guys are doing is building dreams for members who feel as if their dreams have been stolen from them. So on my part, it's not really to speak directly to you, but to speak to God to help you guys achieve this mission. It's an honorable mission. It's a mission that moves my soul, leave alone my heart and my spirit. What you guys are doing, keeping women safe. You know, it's somewhat a joke on the internet until you have a daughter and you realize, gosh, yeah, women are so beautiful, so vulnerable. They're flowers, they're delicate, and they ought to be kept safe. And they're not just doing that by providing for women, you're doing that for also educating the male species, teaching them how to be men, how to provide, so on and so forth. So I'm very, very gravitated towards your mission. You'll always have my support in whichever capacity that I can provide. Hopefully, today we've added more warriors to this army of utilizing blockchain technology towards making this world a better place. So, from my lips to God's ears, and from God's deeds to your blessings, and the blessings towards all the kids on that side. That's from me. Taris, you can officially close us off. Cruiser, line up the song that we're going to be listening to, buddy.
All right, thanks, Mr. Consul. Thanks for the shout out and the love, man. I'm glad that I decided to stop in today. Creon hit me up at the end of like my event, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm heading over to Bigger," and I just haven't been here in so long that I decided to hop in. I didn't realize that. Honestly, I didn't realize OSP became the Citadel. Even like I've just been out of touch with everything as I've been going through things, and it's nice to see that you guys are growing, that you guys have some awesome people backing you and working with you, Dr. Funk. You know, you're amazing in your own right, and the things you guys are doing, it's just awesome. It's awesome for the space. It's awesome to show that there are good people in the space that are trying to do good by people and not just extract and make some money from things. So uh, shout out to all of you. Good luck with everything you guys are doing. I'll be taking a little more of a peek in the Citadel and seeing what's new, and I'll be around a little bit more, Mr. K. You know, we got some things we got to do.
100%. Yep. We have our youngest member. Actually, Cruz, I'm not sure if you're our youngest member because we, in fact, have an 11-year-old in our server. Maybe it's a choice. You want to say something? Then I'll give it to Cruiser to just DJ us into.
No, go
praise
for
and
it. Just
worship.
play the song. Just thankful to everyone in here. And yes, man, from arcaders to commanders, I can't wait for you guys to get involved with everything that's happening on the Citadel and Operation Safe Place, and to yet tap more revenue opportunities and build the future of this industry together, because that's what we're doing here. You know, no one has figured things out yet, but we are iterating and building, and builders support builders. So big love to all of you, and go with the beat.
All right. You know, there's a scripture. I know Uncle Funk loves scriptures. There's a scripture that says the ones who want to lead will be led, the ones who are last will be first, something of that degree. So, to our youngest member, at least on this call, the floor is yours. Actually, Cruz and I really just vibe out on a music level. We always just hang out here and the DJs for me. So, good sir, the floor is yours, man.
But
Multiple streaming platforms. Hope you all had a lot of fun tonight. And I'm going to end all the streams except for Arena Social, because I never end the Arena Social. Streams are everywhere else. Love you all. Thank you for listening, and good night.